Good morning. Today is August 30th, Friday. It's about 8 a.m. where I am. And we're looking at Pluto. Pluto is going to be going back into Capricorn for the last time. 29 degrees. It's gonna sit at 29 degrees Capricorn. And what does that mean? Well, you're probably going to experience something is going to be reviewed, redone again, and it might not even be a big deal. It might be something small. Unfortunately, this is the way the universe operates, and I say unfortunately because most people, including myself, don't like to redo things. We don't like to redo things, we don't like to review things, and we don't like, well, some people do. I don't like slow movement. I'm more of a fast person. I want to get it over with, get it done, move on. But like I said, unfortunately, that's not how it works. So Pluto is at 2 minutes Aquarius right now. It's going to go back into Capricorn. So what you can do if you're really into astrology is go back to January 1st, approximately January 1st of this year. And you can see I'm looking at the chart I'm looking at. Pluto is at January 1st. Pluto is at 29 degrees, 22 minutes. And look at around January, February, December of last year or this year and think about what was going on, because more likely than not, something will come up that was going on around there. And it could just be something psychological. I was just talking to somebody, and this was a different retrograde. She said something about going back and maybe getting back into her side business that she was working on. And she has a retrograde going over the North Node in her chart. And I could see that symbolizing her kind of going back and think, oh, maybe I want to work on this, start working on this again, something I've worked on before in the past. And that's kind of how this could work. Now, I said it could be something psychological. It could be something that you were thinking about that you haven't really decided on or made any firm decisions about. And it could be something like that. It could just not be that big of a deal. Like for me, I think it's more of a big deal because Pluto is at 29 degrees is at the exact square of the Pluto in my natal chart. So this isn't exactly an easy time for me. And I'm looking forward to Pluto moving along into Aquarius. This isn't exactly easy to do either. I'm thinking right now, as I'm doing this, what was going on back in January of this year. And honestly, I can't remember. This is where it helps to have like some kind of a written log or a diary or journal. But then when Pluto, let's see here. It's not going to really be in Capricorn long. Let's see, it's going to be March. We go to November 1st of this year. So about 2 months. Sorry, let's make it December 1st. December 1st, it will be back in Aquarius. And really, you can say it's not just January this year. You can January, February, March, April. I can go back because when Pluto goes direct and it's still at 0 degrees Aquarius, 1 degrees Aquarius, you're still going over what really what transpired all through the beginning of this year. So if I go back to April 1st, 2024, so really January, you could say January through May. It went Pluto went retrograde sometime in May or June, it looks like. Yeah, so we're really looking at a review coming up for everything that transpired from around December, January of this year through June. So that's a good six months. I personally don't have much. I don't think I have that much indecision about what's going on or where I want to move forward into with my life. But if you have a lot of indecision, if you're like not sure about things, you've been really thinking things over, have a lot of things that are unstable, then this could be more important of a uh, phenomena in astrology, this retrograde. If you kind of know what's going on, then the retrograde isn't going to be that important, and you're just waiting. You're just really waiting for other people. You could even say, in a lot of cases, you're waiting for other people because they could be going through some things. So let's say you're in a relationship, or you're in and out of a relationship and you're not sure what's going on. You could be waiting for them to go through this transit. It's not always, what you're going through. Or let's say you're in a business relationship where you have some kind of business deal. Big, with Pluto being involved, it would probably be a major big uh, business deal. We're talking about 6 months to a year process. You could be waiting for the other person to go through what they're going through with the retrograde and the review that they're reviewing, and you're really waiting 6 months to a year. You're not really doing much yourself, which can be frustrating as well, waiting for other people. But that's the way it works. When you think of Pluto, you could be waiting on it, and you could be waiting on a process, uh, institutional process. You could be waiting on an inheritance. So you think of the inheritance. The person has died. You still haven't received the money. They're not sure how much you're going to get, or something happened, and you're waiting for that process to go through as Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn and comes back into Aquarius. And this goes for all retrogrades. Just Pluto, we're talking about something more major, something bigger. As I said, something like an inheritance. Could be something at like a life changing relationship. It could be a big business deal, a partnership. These are all things that have to do with Pluto, things that are life changing, very transformational. A lot of people right now are going through, including myself, as you could see with my YouTube channel, going through transitions that uh, have to do with the internet, Pluto and Aquarius. If a lot of people are thinking about starting some kind of YouTube or internet business, and they've already started it. They see that it's slow go and they're kind of in and out, not sure if they want to do it. And this is that process of Pluto going retrograde. in and out of Aquarius. And as it moves back into Aquarius and is done with Capricorn, that's when you're going to start to see if it's something that's actually going to happen. That's when you're going to start to see that forward movement. So uh, 20 years of Pluto in Aquarius, but not just that, but these first 7 years, 7 or 8 years, when your Uranus kicks into Gemini, making that trine, particularly people that have a lot of air, that have a lot of Aquarius in their chart, if they are doing things like an internet business, that's when you're going to start to see some serious action. So, it could be anything. Even these relationships that we're talking about, people in business. I mean, this is why you got to be patient. I mean, there's a number of reasons why you got to be patient, but astrologically speaking, if there is something to astrology and you think of things that you're starting and you've been doing something transformational, life like something, anything that's going to transform your life, that's happening right now, that's big. And it could be 2 or 3 years going on now, and you think it's not going to happen. Well, with this retrograde going back and forth into Aquarius and Capricorn, and as I said about Uranus, and we're talking about potentially a 5 to 10 year process. And one thing, when I was in getting into doing businesses, and really what's really hurt me, and I heard somebody use this quote, stick and stay, it's bound to pay. And that would definitely have helped me out. And astrologically, you can see that here. As I said, we're talking about internet businesses and these things, uh, a 5 to 7 year process. I remember one time I had my aunt said something about when you start a business, it's a 7 year process to get in, and I was like, "You're crazy." The particular business I was thinking about, I was like, "You're crazy. 7 years? No, it's going to be like 1 to 3." And she's not wrong. She's not 100% right either, but generally speaking, uh, to be sure, you're talking about a 5 to 7 year process, which can be easier said than done to stick through it. But that's astrologically, we can see that here. Because Uranus is going to go, if you have planets in Aquarius, when Uranus goes into Gemini, it's going to trine all those planets. We're now going through Taurus, it's been squaring those planets. And then Pluto is going to make a trine to all those air planets and conjunctions to planets in Aquarius. So that is retrograde, Pluto going retrograde into Capricorn. And I'm going to leave it there for now, and hope you enjoy this and have a great day.